Hello there, Pisces. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And this is Pisces reading for April of 2017. And what I've done this month, actually, Pisces, is go backwards in the zodiac. You guys always are getting left out, and it took me longer because I got sick for the March readings to get them out to you, so you really waited a lot longer. So I'm going to go in reverse, and now Pisces and Aquarius and Capricorn, you guys that never get yours till way later are going to get them first this month. Can't tell you I'll do that all the time because even I'm confused here. But what I've done for us is I've pulled 4 cards for the month. I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for the overall view of the month. We'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I will speak as if I'm you. So basically, all of us out there that are Pisces are now named Frankie for the time of this reading. I am not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us for the month, and it's in our second house, and that is anything you do for profit, your economic outlook, all of your financial connections, your investments, anything except for real estate, anything you're buying, selling, things like that. It will also be like internal resources, things that you value. And sometimes when I was reading up on it, said people consider this, sometimes this is a house of personal liberty because people consider money personal liberty. I absolutely do. And anyhow, if I were you, I would look at my moon sign and my rising sign also to get a bigger perspective or a better overall view for the month, because these are just general readings. Now, Spirit gave us a few words before I started, and one of them is like accidental. I don't even know where that one came from. Fell on the floor, but I'm going to give it to us anyhow because it's creativity. And we have a couple cards in here that would be really helpful in that way. And we have strength, purpose, and expectancy. Now, this looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy duty month here. If I look at these cards, but the end result is like a new beginning. It looks like, now I don't think these cards are going to go week by week. I think they're going to blend in and out throughout the month for me. So that's the way I figure it's going to work. But Pisces, our first card on the bottom of the deck here is the Ten of Rods or Ten of Wands. And this is someone who's carrying a really heavy burden. So a lot of us Pisces have been carrying a lot of burden. I do not know which area of our lives this is going to come down in. Some of us it's going to be our love relationship. Others it's going to be friendships. It can be career matters. It can be financial matters, because this is second house issues. Maybe we are the one that is carrying the full load. Let's say our husband or wife lost their job, or we're trying to help a friend out, something along those lines, or we're just not getting paid enough for what we're doing. So with this card in hand, Spirit's saying, really look at what you have or what I have in my life that is valuable, that can add to my assets in some manner or form, or reduce this pressure or stress. Now, a lot of times when we get this Ten of Wands, we're carrying the load, and sometimes the load belongs to someone else. Sometimes it's a thing of there's a lot of duties or responsibilities in the family situation, let's say, and we're the one that is carrying this load by ourselves, and others should be helping us with it. When you get this card, a lot of times they'll say, just ask for help, Pisces. If I need help, I should ask for help. If this is not my load or my burden to carry alone, right, then don't carry it alone. Say, hey, buddy, that's your job, not mine. And they're asking that we be strong. That strength word, it's not that we can't carry this load, because they're saying we're perfectly capable, able, and willing to do it. But the fact still remains, if it's not ours to do, this could free up a lot of extra time for us to do things that we want to do for ourselves that could bring peace and purpose into our own lives. Now, based on me saying that, right, well, sometimes people don't appreciate it when we distribute the load, Pisces. And I don't know why I'm saying it that way. That's the way Spirit told me to say it. And part of that is because of our next card here. And I'm not kidding about that, because they're saying don't give in to anything negative. If this burden is to be shared, distribute the load. Because our next card here is the Tower card. And I saw that coming up after this. I thought, oh, Spirit, what are you doing to us for this month? But when you get the Tower card, is like really fast change, abrupt change. Things that if we would have really thought about it for a minute, we knew. This can be fights, arguments. No, it's not blowing our house up off the map, Pisces, but it can be disruptive things that needed to be handled or transformed before, that perhaps we were choosing not to look at because we'd rather like float up in the clouds where everything is nicey instead of handling what we had to handle. Now, these are things that we knew were coming. When you see a Tower card, it's never, I know it's supposedly unexpected explosions, but for the most part, it's something we knew we had to change. We knew was coming. We knew we were going to have to deal with or face it, or this disruption eventually. And here it is in our face for April. I have this feeling about this. It's like, you know, when you keep doing something and doing it and doing it and you really don't want to do it. So there's that feeling of, I'm beginning to resent this now. That's what this Tower card feels like with this Ten of Wands here. It feels similar to that. So what they're saying is, don't get negative. Stay in that positive vibration. Understand that this collapse, however it was coming at us, was foreseen before, right? We knew it was coming. So they're saying, whatever situation this is, so let's say if it's a situation around we're going to have a big blow up and we're going to get divorced because we've been carrying the load. Remember, 10 is a fresh beginning. This is just sweeping up the dirt, you know, not under the rug. I'm finished. This is the end of this burden. End of story. So I have a feeling a lot of us are going to just speak our minds or speak up. So with this example I'm going to give you is, let's say I'm in the middle of breaking off a relationship, because everything, right, is all the emotions of the relationship are put on my plate to carry. There's no help, no one, even if it was an emotional thing, and I'm like, I've had it with my husband, wife, friend, whatever, my job, I've had it, end of the story, you know, and this is what I think about that, right? We knew it was coming, we knew it was coming, do it. They're telling me, you know, maybe, because all of these cards show creativity, fresh new start, right? Maybe this is something that we have to do. So make sure, because of it being in our second house, make sure you keep an eye on all your valuable papers, right? Anything that has to do with funds, finance, you know, maybe this is not just emotions, maybe this is material plane things that we've been carrying the burden for keeping them going and going and going. Maybe for others, Maybe we're on our own and we're trying to do it on our own, and the boss promised us a raise 2 years ago and we never got it. And now things are good for the company and we're going to go in and say, hey, I want my bucks now. You promised me 2 years ago. We are going to do this. Now, they're saying to do this with whatever is coming up for us. Do it with a peaceful attitude, with depth of thought, right? To go within, think over, like they're showing me me standing in the mirror looking at myself and giving myself a talk on how I'm going to state whatever it is I'm going to state. All right? So it's almost like practicing. It's kind of funny in a way. It feels like an actress standing in front of the mirror, doing all my lines for the play because I knew it was coming ahead of time, but I'm getting myself ready to do this. So the depth of purpose, right, comes from within here. So whatever I'm going to say, I'm going to do it very logically. And that wouldn't be Pisces like. I'd be like, do, 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 do. But this time, no, I don't think anyone expects me to do what I am going to do. I don't think they expect it ever from me to think in that manner, or it's almost like stand up and defend myself because they're really used to me just handling the load. This is going to come down in different areas of our lives for each of us because it is a general reading. They're saying there's always, no matter what we have went through, there's always something good in our past. So we have the Six of Cups here, and that's the card of nostalgia. Now, we could have had the most horrible childhood that anyone could ever imagine, or our marriage or relationship or this job we're in could have been the worst job in the world. But no matter what, this is looking back in the past on the happy things or the good things that came from my past. So a lot of times this is the lessons that came from my past. If I wouldn't have had this horrible lesson, right, I wouldn't be who I am today. That's that hindsight thing, but it takes a great deal of strength to face this like this. And Spirit's asking us to do that because it's going to benefit us. Maybe with this card, there's an untapped skill or potential that we weren't using or utilizing or even thinking about that we had from the past. Maybe there's an ability back there or something we suffered during that time that helps us to help others. Maybe our story can help someone else. There's a feeling of expectancy around this whole thing. Like maybe all of a sudden this great creative idea pops in my head that's going to make me more money. And it's interesting because there are no pentacle cards here, but maybe I will get an unexpected windfall. Maybe when I have this argument or this tower situation, right? It made an opening for the best job I could ever have, or it made an opening for the best new relationship I could have ever had, because our next card is the Ace of Rods or Wands. And they're saying this is the open door for like my financial freedom. It can be a new creative endeavor, and that word creativity fell over here. It could be a new creative endeavor I'm thinking about. It could be an unutilized skill from my past that I haven't tapped into yet that I maybe used to do, or something that I wanted to do that this tower experience and this carrying these heavy burdens meant that this timing was where it came forward. That's the only way I know how to say it. This triggered it, like this unexpected boom, and now I'm forward. This can be new birth, it's fresh start. See all these little leaves growing out, and this is Spirit, God, coming, whatever you want to call God, source, or whatever, coming from the clouds, handing me this branch, this wand, with all this new growth. What a wonderful thing. So, and that can mean new babies too, really. Because our next card and final card is the Empress card, Pisces. So that can be fertility. It can, so if we don't want to get pregnant, we better watch this. And if we do, this is absolute good timing for this. So have that expectancy. That's one of our words. This card also means if I was caretaking someone, right, with this Ten of Wands, that I had the capacity and the ability to do it, and I did it well, and Spirit's saying, thank you, you've done well. But it also is a birth, once again, of fresh creative ideas. They may be financial, even though they're not a pentacle card here. Spirit keeps telling me strength, purpose, you know, that coming into that sense of peace, looking at my past to find those things that were good. No matter what, there can be this split second where something was good. Maybe I missed it because of all the bad that was around it. So I'm going to go back and reevaluate all the things that I can find from the situations that were good, that is going to allow me to go forward with this Ace of Rods, the Wands, Ace of Wands card, and create something brand new. Create something brand new. So don't overload yourself with stuff to do. Ask for help if you need it. Don't engage in too many things at one time, because they're saying depth. So we're going to have to go internally a little bit to sort out the Six of Cups, whichever situation it falls in for us. You know, because this is a money house, we might want to look over our financials, you know, maybe review our budget too. If there's something that comes to us that says you're going to gain from this, take it. That's what they're saying. Take it. If there's something fresh that's coming to us, take it. You know, because I think that's it's gonna enhance everything all ways around for us. It just is. Whether this is a job, whether it's relationship wise, whether we're stopping relationships and picking up new ones, this is the month where I believe it's getting, the way it looks with the Tower card here, it's time for us to lay down that heavy load or to distribute it. And like I said, it might not be easy for all of us. It may not be really easy. But if there's something that we really want, the Spirit's saying, stand up for your beliefs. Speak up, Pisces. Normally we don't, but they're saying to do that, because this is the time. And if you want to bring that expectancy, bring that creativity, bring that strength, and bring the purpose back in, then this is the time to do that. This is our time to do it. They said we did well. We had capacity to carry it. We had capacity to carry that load. Let's see. Wow. We got an excellent card here. Really put expectancy on there. So if something special, unexpected, like a little windfall of cash or something really good comes, they're saying take it. Take it, Pisces. It says reward yourself. Maybe like it feels more like the middle of the month out. This is all pulling together, and normally they'll blend in and out, but I'll be able to see that end result. And with this saying reward yourself, it's like, wow, hands down, let's go for it. If it comes and I feel stable, I'm taking it. And maybe if I went through this Ten of Wands and this Tower experience, I need it. Okay? Let's see what it has to say. Can't read in here. It's dark today. It says, you've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. And we can't create if we don't have that energy going behind it, Pisces. And it's looking like we're going to create something entirely new and pull a skill forward, perhaps from our past, or something from our past, in order to be able to do that. Let's see what the alternative meanings are. It says you drew this card because it's time to reward yourself for all of your hard work. Boy, that 10 of Wands really is showing us something, isn't it? Everyone needs rewards and you are no exception. A treat, whoops, I think I turned the page too far. A treat will boost your energy, mood, and your motivation. And that's true. We can't be creative unless we're motivated and have the energy and we're in the mood. So look backwards for that good stuff. Invest in yourself. Make time for self-care today and give yourself a much-desired item, trip, or a service. And notice how your inner child blooms with joy from all this loving attention. And the additional meanings are, take a day off from work today. Splurge on a treat for yourself. Balance your giving and receiving. And I really believe they said with this Empress card also that we were capable of giving that nurturing, and maybe now it's time to nurture our own selves. Make sure that you're allowing yourself to receive and appreciate all that you've done. Appreciate all that you've done. And a lot of times as Pisces, we don't receive. We want to give, we want to help, we want to serve, and right now Spirit's saying, look backwards and look at all that we have done. Find the good memories of it and bring those forward. If there's a skill we thought we would want when we were a child, right now maybe we're going to look back at that and develop it and bring this stuff forward. So even though we can carry this, we don't have to. Well, Pisces, that's our reading for April. And I want to tell all of you, thank you for all of your likes and shares and subscribes and your comments. I really appreciate them. I love the comments, and even if I don't get a chance to write y'all back, I read each and every single one of them. And to all of you that I've met through doing these readings this past year, I want to tell you thank you. It was an honor and privilege to serve you. And for everybody that I've met through doing readings for 28 years, I want to tell you it was really an honor and a privilege. I enjoy my job. If you want to know more about me, you can go to the website. All the information's down below. Or if you want to schedule an appointment with me, all of the information is there in the About section and on the website for you to be able to do that. Alrighty, Pisces, hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.